Hold on, guys. Before I start this video, I gotta shit on this guy real quick. 1 second. Boosh! Zoink, Scoob! Get spiked, boy! God, I'm nasty shagging people with Shaggy in this game, and it feels so good. Seriously, my first impressions of MultiVersus when it first came out was, damn, another Smash Bros. Knockoff. Okay, whatever. This is gonna be dead in a week. But after finally getting my hands on it with the open beta these past couple days, I'm thoroughly impressed by what I've seen. Never did I ever think Shaggy would ever be my favorite character within a fighting game, but here we are. Shouting Zoink Scoob whenever I get a spike on somebody, it's more entertaining than I thought it'd be. When looking at this as a competitor to Smash Ultimate, there's actually a lot that it has going for it that Smash straight up doesn't have. There's still some level of polish that needs to be done with the combat though. It doesn't feel nearly as fluid as Smash in that regard, but at the end of the day, once things start clicking, you're able to do some pretty nutty wombo combo eat your heart out hype shit within MultiVersus, and that's partly due to how unique every character is. See, in Smash, let's be real, almost every character plays exactly the same. How many sword fighters are there within the cast again? 1, 2, 3, 4, too many to count. And they all play extremely similarly. Not to mention all the Echo fighters there are within Smash, and it becomes this, who do I pick? There's all these characters! Before you start to realize most of them feel exactly the same. Roy, Chrom, Sephiroth, Cloud, sure, there are minor variations between these characters, but I always feel comfortable and competent switching between these characters on the fly, which does not speak well for their uniqueness. The same does not go for MultiVersus at all. Trying to switch between these characters on the fly is asking for trouble, because every one of them plays so incredibly different. There may be a much smaller roster, but I much prefer a smaller roster with wildly different characters than a huge roster with 70% of them being exactly the same. For example, Batman has a grapple move which, if you latch onto an enemy, sends him flying at them, which you can then chain into a close quarters combo. He can throw his Batarang, deploy smoke bombs, and all of it feels very true to the source material. Harley Quinn can shoot guns, whack you around with her bat, and lay traps for enemies to fall into. Wonder Woman serves as a tank. She can shield against enemy attacks, provide support for her allies, and even use her whip like Scorpion on some get over here type shit. There's even a character that can use some sort of telekinetic tether to save their teammates from certain death if they're too far from the stage. And in the same vein, Batman can use his grappling hook to latch onto his allies as well to use as a recovery option. Seriously, the possibilities here are endless. I truly see a competitive scene being much more viable with this game, and this is due to more than what I've already mentioned. Just the online alone is worlds ahead of Smash Ultimate, and we're talking about a game in open beta versus a game that's already been out for almost 4 years now. Not to mention you gotta pay for the online. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? In Smash Ultimate, you can press a button and the game registers the input like a good 3 seconds later. And that's with a connection that's even somewhat decent. The fault probably lies somewhat with the fact that the Switch doesn't have a dedicated Ethernet port, but whatever. With MultiVersus, my first game on felt smooth as butter. I cannot tell you what a relief that was to see. One Google search later, and yup, MultiVersus has rollback netcode. No wonder the online is so smooth. In my opinion, making sure the online is A1 is such an important aspect of fighting games. Most of the people playing your fighting game are going to be testing out the online features, and if it's garbage, they aren't going to be playing your game for very long. Playing locally is always an option, and most tournaments are done this way as well, but the convenience of being able to find a match within 5 minutes of starting up the game is something that straight up cannot be beat. This is kind of a small thing too, but I love how the game encourages rematches after a battle. This system kind of pushes you toward a best 2 out of 3 match, so most of the time you won't just have those people that do one and dones, although that still can happen, and it still sucks when it does. Not to mention the rematch system is worlds better than Smash Ultimates, which always takes you back to the character select and then you gotta select a stage. Ugh, it's a real hassle. MultiVersus also supports cross-play across Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation, which is a very good sign for the longevity of MultiVersus as a whole. This way, the game will have a huge player base for a very long time, and PC users won't get left in the lurch a year down the line, as the fighting game community always seems to die out relatively quickly on PC when compared to consoles, at least when it comes to fighting games. As you all probably know, MultiVersus is free to play. Character unlocks come pretty quickly as well. You can earn gold by completing missions like do X objective within a match, and most characters cost around 2,000 gold. I unlocked Batman after 2 hours of playing, so I can't imagine it'd take too long to get the full roster. Who knows if they'll change how this works within the full release, but if it operates the same, I think that'd be a great free-to-play model. There is some controversy over a taunt within the shop being $5, but honestly, I don't see a problem. They gotta make money somewhere, and if they keep all the characters unlockable at a reasonable rate through just playing the game, and leave all the microtransactions to be cosmetic, then I don't really see the point in complaining about a $5 taunt. The one thing I would introduce within the game is a mode where there are no perks involved. It's like having items on in Smash Bros. Nobody wants those, or at least I don't. I'd feel better if everybody was on the same playing field instead of one person having an advantage over another player just because they've unlocked more perks, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about the perk system down in the comments. Now, I know MultiVersus is kind of a party game, but I really do feel like this game has the potential to be a competitive fighting game in its own right. Who knows, only time will tell when this game actually fully releases, whether it really has what it takes or not. But all in all, in my opinion, MultiVersus is a very promising alternative to Smash Bros. Ultimate, and has surpassed the title of just being a Smash Bros. Clone. It's a strong contender in its own right, because it does things that the Smash series just hasn't been able to do since it was first introduced back in 1999. With that, don't forget to hit the join button for membership perks, guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well, or I'm about to shaggy you next in MultiVersus.
See, this is gonna happen to you guys if you don't subscribe. Okay, he got one on me, but now he angered the beast. Just wait. Bah! Okay. You know what? It ain't nothing. Bah! Oh, hold up. Let me just. Bah! Bonk! Oh my God! Oh my! Don't choke! Don't choke! You guys better subscribe. Yeah. Oh! Uh-oh! He's scared now. He's scared now. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna? He was a full stock ahead. Now it's 1-1. Uh-oh! Oh, I'm turning it up. It's over. I'm turning up the heat. It's done. Hold on. Let me just get a little bit of bam, bink, pop.